But first, there seems to be trouble brewing in the capital's fire service. Members of the Fire Brigades Union are considering industrial action over a major change to their shift pattern. They were already unhappy at beds being removed from fire stations. And the signs are that more modernisation, more change is on the way, as Andrew Cryan now reports.
Opening the first new fire station in London for over a decade should have been a great photo opportunity. The fire unions say they've got 200 members here today to protest about the reforms being pushed through by Boris Johnson and the political leadership of the fire brigades. Under fire in particular is Mr Johnson's chosen head of the London Fire Authority, Brian Coleman. But personalities aside, at the heart of the dispute are proposed reforms to the firefighters' working hours, meaning more hours in a day shift and taking some off the night.
We need to change the shift pattern in order to drive more efficiency. We're all about going out and educating the public and preventing fires happening in the first place. And the only way we can do that is by getting to our at-risk groups. What we need to try and provide is more time to be able to do that.
Our current shift system will deliver the safest and best fire service for London.
Unions say that the new working hours could open the back door to cutbacks in nighttime services. A confidential document seen by the Politics Show suggests that plans to reduce the number of fire engines and staff working at night has been actively considered. The LFIPA Strategy Programme Department in November 2008 discussed how to
provide a capability to withdraw personnel from night shift and move them onto days.
All the options for consideration included
For the removal of 10 appliances,
which in layman's terms means fire engines. A separate part of the document discusses the crewing level of fire engines. All the options considered could lead to engines being crewed by 4 people rather than the current 5. The unions also allege that stations could be closed at night.
We're not talking about closing fire stations for night. If we're just consulting on our London safety plan, and the consultation period finishes later this month, and there's nothing in there, and that's for the next 3 years, there's nothing in there about closing fire stations in the evening. I'm not saying change won't come later.
The Mayor of London and Councillor Coleman don't even have the guts or the gumption to speak to London's finest. That is an absolute disgrace.
I don't think it would be right for me now, no matter how brilliantly you may tempt me, Andrew, to get involved in this dispute. It's a matter between the London Fire and Emergency Planning Authority and the unions, and there are clearly points of view on both sides. I hope that they will be able to settle it.
Boris is very happy to come round and cut ribbons on projects started by his predecessor, but if he's going to have the joy, he's also going to have to tackle some of the problems and take some of the grief as well.
The mayor had to leave the fire station through the back door with a police escort.
Can we kill that, please? Sorry, not now.
With union members across London set to vote on industrial action that could well result in strikes, confrontation on this issue is something the mayor might find very hard to avoid.